What's up, everybody? Welcome to the special edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show coming at you. I'm a man of the people, and the people usually like to communicate with me, whether it's videos, whether it's tweets, whether it's phone calls, whatever the case may be. That's what folks like to do, and I aim to oblige. Over this particular situation, however, I got my knuckleheaded nephew here in studio with me, Josh. We rich, this ignorant fool. And he's here with me, and since he's right here in studio with me, he likes to join me wherever I'm talking to the fans because he believes that he's somebody that's more of a man of the people than I am. Is that true?
I was gonna say, I'm the man of the people.
And how is that?
You're the man of the nephew.
I'm the man of the nephew.
Right.
Well, I don't understand what that makes. That makes no sense.
Nephewtism, it's a term that's made up. You know,
Nephewtism, as opposed to nepotism. Yeah. Nephewtism. Lord have mercy. We're gonna do tweets, we're gonna do videos, we're gonna do phone calls and a whole bit. I might let him chime in on some. He might get on my last damn nerves, and I may not let him. We shall see. But let's go to some videos here. Let's start it off right. Let's do this.
Hey, Stephen A. It's Duke Tong here. Hope you're enjoying your day so far. So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that with the new NBA All-Star Game format for this season, do you think that could actually increase viewership and maybe make the viewership increase in the second half of the season?
Hell no. I don't believe that for 1 second, Josh. I think the new format is ridiculous. I think it's an embarrassment to the NBA players. They forced this 14 tournament format, 3 all-star teams of 8 players each, winner of a Rising Stars Challenge team, 3 games total, 2 semis plus the finals, each game up to 40 points, a $1.8 million prize pool, winning team $125,000 per player, second place $50,000, semifinal losers $25,000. Let me tell you a couple of things, Josh. How could you have more for the winner of the in-season tournament than the winner of the All-Star game? See, that makes no sense.
The in-season tournament is a few more games.
But I'm just saying, the point is, the winner gets this pool of money. I'm just saying that if you got All-Stars descended upon All-Star weekend, you know, their attitude may be, how does somebody that wins an in-season tournament get more money than the All-Stars? The ego.
I think it's more of a reward that you're an all-star, period. So the fact
So do
that
I. They shouldn't get more money.
Right. You shouldn't get any. I don't think you should get extra money for being an all-star.
Exactly.
So.
Well, I'm disgusted with it because I blame the players. Because if you play just as hard as you play working out in the summertime, none of this would be necessary because it would be some competitiveness on a basketball court for All-Star Weekend. And as a result, they wouldn't have had to resort to all of this to try to elevate the level of competitiveness. That's my thought.
I think that the regular season doesn't count altogether, including the All-Star Weekend, because, you know, the media emphasizes having rings and winning in the playoffs. I think the whole thing matters. You play hard all year.
All year.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting coming from you who never works hard, but I got it. Let's go to the next video.
Hey, what's up, Stephen A? Where do you get your strong work ethic from? That's been fascinating to watch over the years. You being #1 consecutively for 12 years and counting, and just your go-getter spirit and hustle mentality to wake up every single day, to conquer, to stay on top, to sustain it, and to grow even bigger now as you reach for bigger things, which you will obviously achieve and conquer. So that's been really fascinating to watch. But where do you get that mentality from on a daily basis?
Well, I certainly don't get it from him. One of the laziest people I know. I will tell you that he will confirm this. I get it from his grandma, my mother. God rest her soul. She worked tirelessly. My mother was no joke, and she wasn't about the sizzle or the glitz. She was about getting the job done. Am I lying?
No.
Okay. You just gonna say that's all
I
you
mean,
say?
I got something else to say. I don't know if you got to come here. I grew up on the other. Y'all grew up on the other side of rich.
Oh my.
So that's where your hard working ethic comes from. I don't got it. So
I grew up on the other side of rich. So grandma has nothing to do with the hard work that I put forth?
Yeah.
She has everything to do with it. She has everything to do with it, you idiot.
So the struggle doesn't have nothing to do with it?
The struggle? Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. You were struggling. Y'all was struggling, and I wasn't because of you. So hard work, you know, it came at a when I felt like it. Next question.
Next question.
Stephen A. Smith. What are the Dallas Cowboys going to do at quarterback? Because I can tell you, Cooper Rush is definitely not the answer. Curious to hear your take. And hey, is there a possibility that a max contract for Sam Darnold or maybe even a little bit of a trade to Atlanta with Kirk Cousins is possible? Curious to hear what you got to say.
I'm really questioning your football knowledge because you just brought up Kirk Cousins, who just got benched in Atlanta. 1-4 of his last 5 games, 1 touchdown, 9 interceptions over that span. He's looked god-awful and he's getting benched for a rookie. You're talking about trading him for him? Wondering about you there. Secondly, to answer your question directly, what are the Dallas Cowboys going to lose? They're going to lose with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's not going to go anywhere. He's going to be in the lineup. They're going to lose. They're not going to lose as much as they lost this year, but they ain't going to win no damn Super Bowl. I can assure you of that. So that's your dilemma right there. That's really all I have to say about it. We don't need. Do we need to spend any more time on the Cowboys? We don't need. You don't need to do that. Yeah. Let me get another video, please.
Good morning, Stephen A. This is T. I live in York, PA, born and raised in South Carolina. Quick question for you. What do you think the Jaguars should do in the draft this upcoming year? I believe it should be Travis Hunter. I don't think they should think about anybody else. But the Jaguars will be the Jaguars and take somebody that don't make sense. So give me some insight as to what you think they should do, and should Trent Baalke be fired? I say yes. What say you?
I would tell you Travis Hunter should be the way they go. The Heisman Trophy winner out of Colorado, 2-way player, the brother could ball. I like that pick. I don't have any problem with that. I think you're making a wise decision right there and making that selection. But Josh, is it just me or did he seem high?
Oh, well, if he did.
He seemed high. He seemed high.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
He might have seemed high.
He might have seemed high?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
I mean, you would know better than me.
Why would I know?
I'm just asking. I'm just saying. You know? I mean, sometimes you look high.
Me?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes why you always got the hat and shades on covering your eyes and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about looking cool, but you're really trying to hide your eyes. You understand? Why is that?
I mean, since you acting like you know, you the one I'm hiding from, so since you know.
I don't know.
Snoop it.
I'm speculating. I'm speculating.
Oh, this is a test.
I'm speculating. I'm
I don't get high, ever.
Right? Are those Cartiers?
Snoop, call me.
Are those Cartiers?
Yeah. Be rich.
Your tweets and phone calls up next. We'll get to the tweets first and then your phone calls. More Stephen A. and this dude in a minute. All right, y'all, listen up. Do you know how great this time of the year is? Sports is on 24/7, and PrizePicks is looking to help you turn all your sports knowledge into some big-time holiday cash. You see, PrizePicks is a daily fantasy app where you pick 2 or more of your favorite players, and then you select more or less on their projected stats for the game. So choose from any of the sports you love to watch: basketball, football, hockey, even MMA. And because it's Pixmas and the season for giving, PrizePicks is giving away 2 free picks in December and $30+ million in rewards during Pixmas. Make your holidays bigger and brighter with PrizePicks, a great place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. And get this, PrizePicks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposit into your account this sports season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. And the giving doesn't stop there, because if you download the app today and use code SAS to get $50 instantly after you play your $5 lineup. Again, download the app and use code SAS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, hey, run your game. Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show, here with my knucklehead and nephew, Josh. Just sit there. Don't say anything. I'll handle the tweets myself, because we're going to get to the callers afterwards. You don't need to speak on the tweets, all right? Just be quiet with the glasses that you stole from me, all right? And that hat, what the hell does that hat say anyway? You can't do epic shit with basic people. Who made that hat for you? I know it wasn't you.
I got merch.
Let's get to the tweets, please. Show me the tweets. At NBA World 24 writes, Stephen A., you're playing prime LeBron one-on-one. You start off with a 99-0 lead, first to 100 wins. Do you win or lose? I win. He got, excuse me, whether it's 50 shots by 2 points, or it's 100 shots by 1 point, or it's 33 to 35 shots by 3 points, I win. All I gotta make is one shot, I'm winning. I'm winning. Yes, Stephen A. Smith would beat LeBron James to a game of 100 if he spotted me 99. Now, if he spotted me 90, I'd lose. If he spotted me 80, I'd lose. If he spotted me 70 or anything less, I'd lose. But one basket, I gotta make one basket, and he has to make 40 to 50, I'm winning that matchup. One shot, I'm beating LeBron. What?
Is it losers bowl?
Huh?
Is it losers bowl?
No, I'm thinking, no. I'm saying if he scores and he keeps the ball, no, he'd beat me. But because I couldn't stop him at all. But what I'm saying is
40 chances to get 2 points.
Exactly. I'm the 40 chances to get a basket. Me getting 40 chances to get a basket, I'm winning. Meaning he scores, I get the ball back. I'm winning that game. All I need is one basket. He got 40. I'm winning that game. I'm winning that game.
LeBron is 6'8" and muscular.
I don't
Maybe
give a
you
damn.
beat Jordan.
I don't give a damn. No, I wouldn't.
Maybe you wouldn't beat Jordan.
No,
though.
I'd get a shot on Jordan too. A shot on Jordan. Just one. Just one. 1 out of 40. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. 1 out of 40. Could I make 1 out of 40 shots? Yes, I can.
Today?
And I don't give a damn when it is. I don't give a damn when I was in a wheelchair. I'm making 1 of 40 shots.
With LeBron guarding you.
With LeBron guarding. 1 of 40. Yes. Next tweet. What's up? At Reformed Gambler writes, or that gambler, that E is a 3 instead. Says, Stephen A., my homeboy got fired from his fry cook job for doing this to the lettuce. Now he wants me to put in a good word for him at my job, but I'm afraid he might be up to no good again and get me and him both fired. Help a brother. Hell no. Your recommendations are everything. Somebody gonna sit up there, you get him a job, and they gonna step their foot and stomp on lettuce, and they got him fired, and then you gonna help him get another job? Did he think about you when he was stomping on the lettuce the first time? Hell no. Leave his ass out of there. Let him find his own way. Sometimes it's gotta be tough love. It's gotta be tough love, okay? Remember, I've knocked this knucklehead upside the head a few times because that's how he can be. Next tweet, show me what you got. At Bents2438 writes, if you had any other job, what would it be? Well, me personally, man, I mean, it'd be one of two things. I'd be a criminal lawyer, all right? Or I'd be a president of basketball operations.
Criminal lawyer, would you be defending criminals or locking them up?
Either or, I'm gonna be great. You put me in front of 12 jurors, and my job is to convince them to see my way. If I'm a prosecutor, their ass going to jail. If I'm a defense attorney, I'm gonna get them off. A prosecutor would be easier for me though. I'll admit that. It would be far easier for me to prosecute. That's what I think. What are you trying to say?
And I don't, prosecutors and people on that side,
If I was prosecuting somebody, how good would I be? Tell the truth.
It depends on how guilty they are. You ain't gonna break no.
I'll make them look guilty.
Make them look guilty. That ain't even something to be.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be proud of it, but I'm just talking about the principle of me being a good prosecutor is all I'm trying to say. I'm saying that I'd be one of the best. I'd have beat Johnny Cochran.
You not
in the OJ trial.
He beating LeBron James. He beating Johnny Cochran. This is the GOAT at everything.
Listen, if I were a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer, but if I were a lawyer, I'm telling you, I would have beat Johnny Cochran with the evidence that OJ had against him. I would beat LeBron James if you're telling me all I need is one shot and he has to take 50 in order to beat me. And I get the ball back, I would make one shot. Just one.
I think LeBron is so motivated by you and all your members that he definitely make an example.
Sure.
That right, Bron.
He probably hurt me. That's what he probably do. I wouldn't make it to the damn thing.
In this soft Cottonelle era, he gonna hurt you?
I don't say the players are soft. I say the game is softer because of how it's called. I'm not trying to imply that the players are soft. They're man-childs. I'm saying that the way the game is called, I mean, you could get called for a foul for passing gas. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. The game has been called tighter, and that's the problem. Last tweet right here. Let me see here. All right, I got to read this, man. What is this? At Cody Spunker writes, what's your opinion on Liv Morgan? What about her? I mean, she all right, you know? I mean, she I mean, I can't tell from that particular photo.
Different.
You know, she's not, you know, she looks like a cutie, you know. She all right. Yeah, we agree on something.
I don't know what they was looking for. That
I
one.
know. I mean, what kind of picture is that? You know? What kind of picture is that? As far as I'm concerned, I mean, show me the one of the OnlyFans girl that got 4.7 million from a dude without giving up anything. Show that picture before you show Liv Morgan. That picture of Liv Morgan, I don't see anything. You're not showing me anything. She's a cutie. Okay. That's just me.
She's wearing a belt.
She's wearing a belt.
Yeah, that's what we see.
Really? Well, that's supposed to move a man?
I guess that's what we. Is that what we were supposed to say?
I guess. I
Can
don't
we get
know.
one more pick? Never mind. All right.
No, I ain't gonna show the pitch.
Yeah, we don't need it.
If there was a better pitch, they would have had it. We'll get to your calls up next. You can hit me up at 888-SAS-5303. That's 888-727-5303. Your phone calls to close out the special edition of Stephen A., the voice of the people, with his peeps and his knuckleheaded nephew in a minute. Welcome back to Stephen A. Smith Show. Before we get on out of here, this special edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show where it's me with the peeps, talking to the peoples via videos, via tweets. It's now going to be via phone calls. I got some calls on the line, and obviously I got my little nephew sitting next to me, so it's possible you might hear from him as well. I'll see if I'll allow it or not. It depends on how ridiculous he sounds. But we're going to get to some of the phone calls before we get on out of here, okay? Let's go to Michael in Virginia. You're live with Stephen A. and his nephew. What's going on, Michael? How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Talk to me. Talk to us.
All right. So you're a coach of a 3v3 league. Who are you taking with your big three against prime LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, and Steph Curry?
LeBron, Steph, and Shaq. Those are your three? And I got to come up with a three to go against them?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to tell you Kevin Durant. Okay. I'm going to tell you Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan. Okay. Michael Jordan first, always. Kevin Durant. My producer almost just got his ass fired. He got in my ear and talked to me about Hakeem like I don't know. I'm just trying to decide between Hakeem and Wilt and all this stuff. He really, really thinks, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear another damn word from you. All right? Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, between him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm going to say Hakeem because Hakeem has a psychological effect on Shaq. That's the one guy Shaq idolized as a big man. Those are going to be my three.
Problem with your list. Who's going to guard Curry?
Well, the combination of Jordan and KD.
They can't handle him?
Well, listen, KD, Steph Curry's going to move it out the ball, but when you put a taller guy on him, certainly nobody his height can guard him.
I pretty much had the same team. I would swap Kyrie with Michael Jordan because he's more skilled.
Kyrie?
You heard me. I need talent.
No AI?
First, he's a better matchup for Steph Curry. Jordan ain't never see that type of talent. You're going to be disappointed. Oh, that's your team. Jordan's on your team.
So you would say, so what you're saying to me is that, thank you for the call, Michael. I appreciate it. You're telling me, Josh, that you would swap out Michael Jordan for Kyrie Irving.
I would keep Kevin Durant, get a center for Shaq, but
Hakeem Olajuwon is the center.
Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon. And Kyrie Irving to be my one to match up with Steph. He shoots better than Jordan, better handle, and he finishes with both hands better too. He's not a dunker, but Kyrie's more skilled. 3-on-3, we're not talking about championship 10-on-10. 3-on-3, Kyrie Irving. I'm taking him over Jordan. You can't go left.
Mitchell in Minnesota. You're live with Stephen A. Go ahead, Mitch.
Hey, Stephen A. So I've got a fix for the in-season tournament with the NBA that just ended. I liked the product. I don't have too many complaints about it. I think the two primary issues facing the in-season tournament are, one, the rest that you forego or lose by being good in the tournament, i.e. advancing to the finals. And secondarily, I think it's that it doesn't count for stats, wins or losses. And my proposed solution to those two problems is that you cancel the games later in the season against the opponents you faced in the semifinal or the final of the in-season tournament. So in this case, the Bucks game in February against the Hawks get canceled, and the Bucks game against the Oklahoma City Thunder in March gets canceled. So then you eliminate the issue of the games not counting for wins and losses because you apply it to the regular season, and you give the team rest later in the season that they lost by being good at the in-season tournament.
I just don't think nobody was looking for a solution to the in-season tournament. Everybody was looking to a solution for the season. And I think that when you talk about giving cats rest or what have you, I mean, it's not a matter of rest as to why they're not putting forth a full throttled effort. They give effort when they're on the court. It's what they do when they're off the court. The more time they have off the court and away from the court, the more undisciplined they appear to be, which means the more lackadaisical they'll come across when they're finally obligated to get on a basketball court. So I don't know if I agree with that, Mitchell. I appreciate the call. I'm not going to waste more time on that. Let's go to Maddox in Illinois. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Maddox? How are you?
Hey, Stephen A. Huge fan, by the way.
I'm here with my nephew. I'm here with my nephew. Say hello to Joshua.
Hey, Joshua, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you could play college basketball today, which team would you play for and why?
Today, if I could play college basketball, I would say to you, I've always been a Duke, North Carolina fan. I love the rivalry. I think it's the best rivalry in college basketball. But if I was a college basketball team today, in terms of strictly their coaching and their style of play, it would be Kansas with Bill Self. They always have athletes. They're always getting up and down the court. They're looking to make things happen. That would be my style of play. What about you, Josh?
I'm going to Rutgers because I don't like to pass the ball. I want to be the best player, and I'm going to be a ball hog. I'm going to be a star, and that's how it's going to go. Winning is not important no more. It's about getting your stats to people that prospect like me.
I swear to God, I should throw you off this damn show right now. I really can't believe you said some ignorant shit like that. Marcus in New York City, you're live with Stephen A. Go ahead.
How are you, Stephen A? My man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just had a question for you, brother. I wanted to know if you, because I know I heard your what's it called, your podcast this week about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
I just wanted to know, who do you think is really going to come out on top of this year, not in general, like as the dominant one to really like lead their team to the victory? Because Lamar State's falling short.
I think whoever wins the Super Bowl first, if you're talking about their careers, if you're talking about this season, I'm shocked at how great Buffalo has looked. It's a toss-up between them and Baltimore. I don't trust Baltimore's defense. And I think in the case of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, he's looked better in the postseason than Lamar Jackson has looked in the postseason. So I got to look at it from that standpoint. I know my man Cam Newton was talking about throw some respect on Lamar Jackson's name, but I am throwing respect. He's a two-time league MVP. There's 9 people that have preceded him in winning in such honors. And all of them have won Super Bowl championships but Lamar Jackson. So you got to be able to get that done. And Josh Allen is an absolute stud. Josh, I'll give you an opportunity to answer this question. Do you even know the answer to this question?
I do know the answer to this question. I would actually go with Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. Because of what you just said, we didn't expect the Bills to do much, and I think that's what's going to drag into the playoff. They'll show their true colors when the games matter.
All right. Last call. Joe in New York City. You're live with Stephen A. What's up?
Hey, Steven. I'm just calling to ask what you think about the Jets situation and if you think Aaron Rodgers should come back next year.
I think it's an atrocity. I think it's been very, very bad. I think that Aaron Rodgers should do everything he can to avoid going out like this. He's looked bad for the most part this year, even though he's en route to throw for over 4,000 yards. The reality is that he's been a shell of himself. He hasn't been great, despite having Breece Hall, despite having Garrett Wilson, despite acquiring Devontae Adams, despite that defense supposedly being elite, and then we learned that it wasn't because they fired their head coach and they elevated their defensive coordinator into interim head coach status. It compromised their defense severely, and as a result, they haven't looked as good. In the end, I think when you have this kind of a year, when you had the illustrious career that Aaron Rodgers has had, you don't want to go out like this. You don't want this to be the indelible mark you leave as a swan song to your career. So he has to come back. That's how I feel about the New York Jets. What do you say?
Well, I had texted my uncle 2 years ago during the Aaron Rodgers game and told him Aaron Rodgers is about to fall off a cliff. No Max Helen and stuff, but that's what I said. Then he went on First Take the next morning and called me an idiot and said he felt like slapping me upside my head. Now we hit. Okay?
You actually got me on that.
Got you on that one. Tell me when I'm right.
You actually got me. Well, I mean, a dead clock is right twice a day. I mean, it's a rare moment, but I give that to you. But at the time that you said that to me, Aaron Rodgers didn't have a down year. He had an MVP caliber year, but you said that he was going to fall off. You were a bit premature with it, but obviously he comes to the New York Jets this year, and we see what happens.
Yeah. Y'all had him. You know, everybody had the Jets doing so. I'm like, they're going to be just like the Giants. And here we are.
So you feeling good about your TV camera time and stuff like that?
Mr. Right. That's what I'm saying. I got the future on here. I'm making predictions.
So you want a show?
Yeah.
You want a show? What would you do with a show?
Talk like you.
Really? Not like me. I'm educated. Your ass ain't.
I just got to be right. That's what they care about. I don't care about educated.
But they're usually not right.
What I just say about Aaron Rodgers?
So?
He's as done as they come.
Exactly. You've been here for 2 hours, and that's the first thing you said right all day. You give me anything for Christmas?
Yeah, I did. With your hoodie. Book?
That's it. I mean, I know it's after Christmas, but you didn't give me anything. You gave me some cheap hoodie.
That hoodie's not cheap.
It is.
The message is expensive.
The message is expensive?
We rich.
We
the Smiths. Now sign our contract. 2025 is our year.
I told him I ain't signing nothing until I disown you. That's it for this edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll holler at you in the new year. Peace and love, everybody.